Hey guys, Jason Christie here, Elite Series Pro, and today I want to teach you on how I spool a bait caster. And if I'm going to spool one up, I'm going to start by stripping the line here. So we're just literally going to go down. And one of the things that you want to think about on a reel that you've already used is you never use the bottom of the spool. So I'm not going to take off, you know, the entire spool. I like to go down about halfway. And since I've already done this on this reel, I'm gonna come to my knot. You know, as I'm stripping it in a little bit, I'm gonna hear my knot come up through the guides, and that's where we're gonna start. Well, if you're wondering how much line do you take off, you know, a good long cast is 60, 70 yards. So, you know, we're gonna take off 90 because I don't want the knot. Right there's my knot. Okay, so the rest of the line on the reel is what we're going to call the backing. That line right there that's on my reel, I mean, it could be 2 or 3 years old, honestly. All right, so the key to this is when I tie this knot, you want to tie the smallest knot that you can get by with, where it doesn't impede, you know, your other line in there. It doesn't stick out and catch your thumb. Really easy. You just make a loop there. You go right through the loop, just like that. I'm gonna go around once, back around, and right back through the hole. And what that does is look how small that knot is. When you cut this, you wanna make sure that you get it as close to the knot as you can without getting in the knot. That's just gonna let that knot hide in your spool. All right, so a lot of my spooling goes on in the boat here. So I kind of got my own little system. Screwdriver, right there in the shoes. And whenever you're bringing the line off a spool, it doesn't matter which spool it is, what kind of line it is, you always want the line coming off of the top. Okay, and you want tension on it. So I want to pull out any slack that's in that reel. Okay, and then I want to hold it right here to create tension so it gets on there really tight. All right, depending on what reel it is, if it's a flipping reel, you know, I'm probably not going to fill the spool all the way up. This is a casting reel, so I want it pretty full. With that tension there, it lets the line go back and forth evenly on the spool. You don't want it. One of the mistakes I make a lot whenever I'm respooling is I put too much line on it, and you don't want to do that. You know, you'll get out there and you'll start getting caught in the thumb bar and stuff. So, and almost every reel, I know Lou's does, they have a kind of a line there that is kind of the recommended fill space for a spool. There you go. That's how Jason Christie does it.